everything?
It is good. You know, we're neighbors.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
No, I do not.
Yeah, I grew up very close by here, and I still live over here.
I've been planning to do my own podcast for a while. I think I wanted to start recording in jail, actually, over the jail phone. Because, you know, like there are some rappers who record whole albums from being incarcerated, while being incarcerated. And I was like, why not record a podcast? But then I got released, and I thought it would be a different way to like tell my story. Not like to do something obvious, like writing a book, or just like not giving another interview, but kind of like offering people a different perspective. Born and bred New Yorker, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So please tell the listeners who don't know anything about you what it's like and how you got into music.
My name is Julia Cumming. I am a musician. I'm a singer, bassist, songwriter.
For whoever watched the Netflix series, the story is being told from the journalist perspective, like not even from mine. I felt like just so many people put so many stories out there, and just because I was in jail, I didn't always have a chance to like comment and respond. So if you really think at it, like look back at it and look at things, it's not really my perspective. It's other people's perception of what really happened.
I don't know. I'm a model, I guess, still, which never sounds right coming out of my mouth, but it is something that I have done. And yeah, I'm just a working artist, I guess.
So I have to live with this. I don't really have much control because the Netflix purchased the story from New York Magazine. I was like a consultant, but I obviously didn't have any control over the final product or anything like that. So I don't know. I just choose to move on and try to take control of my story and do something else with my life and not like sit and complain. So because what's the use? I mean, people would think, like I cannot control what people think, but I can control kind of like my life and like what's out there by what I'm doing next.
You know, after how many years do I get to say I'm a real New Yorker? And I feel like it's kind of about how big of a splash you make. Like I feel like you're a real New Yorker. Like if there's a place where you like can claim, I feel like it's here.
I'm
you know?
A real prisoner.
Well, I will say you are the first person I've ever hung out with on house arrest.
A lot of things were dramatized, so I know some of the stuff like definitely did not happen, but it's not really up for me to sit here and go over the series piece by piece, because it's literally Shonda Rhimes' interpretation and like kind of her creative work. So I choose to see it that way. It's inspired by real life events. It's from the journalist perspective. It's affected by everybody who she spoke to. Everybody's recollections are different. So it's just pointless to like argue about it. So now, yeah, it's like I don't really know anybody who's on house arrest either. So
it's like you and Lindsay Lohan.
It's pretty hard to get on house arrest. Quite a lot of things you need to do. So what's your take on class structure in New York, and especially in the music industry?
Where's the line for you, like when it comes to other people that do that? What is the line that you don't feel people should cross?
I think there's so many different lines in so many different industries. I have like lengthy conversations with guests on my podcast about this. Sometimes it's like, for example, like I don't know. I was in prison with people who like sell drugs, but they have like great business skills, but they just went down this path that's illegal, and then you see like a business person who's like selling something that's legal. So like the moralities of it doesn't make the first person necessarily bad. It's just they went down the wrong path. So but the lines, I think the lines are constantly being redefined, and a lot of it is like about the context as well, like I don't know, like race and class in the industry and like what scale. Like sometimes like you see the banks, they like all operate biggest fraud on huge scale, but like if you bounce, I don't know, a $500 check, then you are fraud. So
that's a big question. with a lot of parts. I mean, I think the way that people are, like the language that people talk about, like class in New York, I feel like is often about rent, because that's something that everybody can kind of talk about with each other. Like, where are you moving? How are you living? How did you get into that situation?